Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about the Mookie Betts rumors that have been heating up in the last couple of days. If you're new here today, feel free to subscribe down below. If you like today's content, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. And tell me at the end, what do you think? Leave me a comment and tell me what you think of my thoughts today. So according to John Morosi of the MLB Network, the talks between the Dodgers and the Red Sox have become more dynamic, even more dynamic than the talks the Dodgers were having with the Indians over Francisco Lindor. That the Dodgers, they have been wanting to acquire top talent. They weren't able to acquire Lindor. They weren't able to sign Anthony Rendon. They missed out on Steven Strasburg. They missed out on Garrett Cole. So they have been trying to acquire top talent to get them over that hump. Over the last 3 years, they have not been able to win a championship. They made it to the World Series twice, and last year got knocked out by the Nationals in the first round, which honestly, I think the Dodgers should have won the World Series last year. I still think they are a favorite for this year, but they really want to acquire someone or multiple people where they can get over that hump and win a championship. Mookie Betts, I think, would fit better on that team than a Francisco Lindor. The Dodgers have pieces that they can move out to put Mookie in. And also, David Price has been involved in these trade talks where they also need a starting pitcher as well, especially with Hyun-Jin Ryu going to Toronto. But given that the Dodgers are more desperate now to acquire like a Mookie Betts and acquire a David Price, they might be more willing now to include some top prospects, which is what the Red Sox desperately need, especially top pitching prospects. These prospects could include Dustin May or Josiah Gray. These guys would fit perfectly into the Red Sox farm system. That's what the Red Sox need. You also have guys like Tony Gonsolin. You got Mitchell White. The Red Sox, I think, could get a decent package. I don't think the Red Sox really need any position player prospects. They have Bogarts, Devers, Chavis. They got Dahlbeck, who's knocking on the door. I really don't think the Red Sox need any position player prospects. I think this is their chance to get some younger pitching. And if Mookie Betts is going to leave, and if he wants to test free agency, and if this also means that you're able to get rid of Price and get out of that contract, this could be the best shot at getting a top pitching prospect. So in my opinion, I think a trade of Mookie Betts and David Price for a package of Dustin May, AJ Pollock, and a Ross Stripling, I think would be a great package to get back for the Red Sox. I think the Dodgers could be more willing to deal May now. Like I said, I think they're more desperate now. They want to win a championship. Ownership wants to win a championship. They want to bring a title to LA. This, again, like I said, they're desperate. They may be even more willing to throw in a Josiah Gray or a Tony Gonsolin. I think the Red Sox here have a little bit of leverage. They have said that, yeah, a goal of theirs is to get under that luxury tax line. But hey, they are the Red Sox. They got money. John Henry could be saying, you know what? Hey, we don't have to get under that line. We don't have to trade you Mookie. We don't have to trade you David Price. Maybe somehow even a trade with maybe a Jock Peterson or a Corey Seager, whose name has been out there. Maybe those guys can get thrown in somehow to a deal. I think this is the Red Sox best shot to get a pretty good package back. Only if you include Mookie and Price. You can't just do Mookie, you need to have Price in there as well. I don't see how Mookie alone is going to get anything back. Yeah, he's one of the top players in the league, but one more year left until free agency. You're not going to give much up for him. But if you're getting a solid pitcher in David Price, then I think a good package mixed in with top prospects and major league ready players, I think that can happen. Let's say you did a package of Dustin May, AJ Pollock, and Ross Stripling for Mookie and Price. The Red Sox and Dodgers are both winning in that trade. For the Dodgers, you now have a lineup that includes both Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger. And now you have a rotation that includes Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, David Price, Julio Urias, and Kenta Maeda. That is a really good rotation. And for the Red Sox, they're getting Dustin May back. He, again, is one of the best prospects in baseball. Maybe they think he's ready enough to go into the 5th or 4th spot in that rotation. If not, he can go to AAA and just work on some more things. If you're getting AJ Pollock back, you can slot him into right field. If he's healthy, AJ Pollock is a really solid player in this league. And you're getting a Ross Stripling. I love Ross Stripling. I think he would be awesome for the bullpen in Boston. The Boston bullpen, when they had a solid, nailed down closer in Brandon Workman, that bullpen was actually pretty good. That bullpen looked a lot worse last year because they were terrible in the beginning of the year. That bullpen had no structure. There was just all these moving pieces. Matt Barnes was trying to close. Ryan Brazier was trying to close. But once they found out who their closer was, that bullpen really wasn't that bad. So if you add a Ross Stripling in there, right into the middle relief setup role, now that bullpen looks a lot more solid, and Ross Stripling can give you spot starts. I think Ross Stripling would be a great fit for the Boston Red Sox. And even though Mookie would be gone, that lineup is still really good. You have Bogarts, Devers, JD Martinez, Chavis has a year under his belt. That is not a bad lineup, even without Mookie Betts. I think that lineup would be fine. So I know people are all up in arms about trading Mookie. I know, I get it. Mookie Betts is one of the best players in the league. He's one of the best players the Red Sox have ever had. But you know what? When I think of this trade, I think of when the Red Sox traded Nomar. He was an icon in Boston. Nomar almost hit 400 one year. I think people forget how good Nomar was for the Red Sox. They traded him away and they won a World Series. So I know Nomar and Mookie, they are, that is somewhat apples and oranges a little bit, but the Red Sox have shown when they trade away a franchise player, they can still win a World Series. When they traded away Manny Ramirez, they still won a World Series 5 years later. I don't think trading Mookie Betts is that terrible of an idea. I think people are just a bit attached to him because obviously he's really good. I know that. He won an MVP, but I know the Red Sox would be fine without him, especially if they're plugging holes in other spots to keep their team competitive, and you would be getting top pitching prospects in return. So again, I think if you're able to get a Dustin May, a Josiah Gray, a Tony Gonsolin, a mix of some major league ready talent in there like a Pollock or a Stripling, I think that's going to be a win-win for both sides. And ultimately, the Red Sox would get under that luxury tax line. So again, that's a win-win. But this is just my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do you think Mookie Betts should be traded? If you were to trade Mookie and David Price, what would you want to get back for him? Would you want to get prospects? Would you want to get major league ready talent? What realistic package would you want back for Mookie Betts and David Price? If you liked the video today, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day today.